Well, Jeff Sessions is there in name.
Now to react is Jason Chaffetz, former Utah congressman and chairman of House Oversight Committee. He's also Fox News contributor. Jason, the public humiliation of Jeff Sessions, how much longer can it go on?
Well, Jeff Sessions is there in name only. He is absolutely worthless as the Attorney General. The single biggest thing that they're dealing with there at the DOJ, he's recused himself, and he's absolutely absent when it comes to document production and other key things within the agency.
Forgive me for interrupting.
Whether or not
he is the highest law enforcement agent in the country. I mean, it's a very significant position. It's not like he's got some position that most of us don't deal with. This is an extraordinary for the president to have lost all confidence in the highest law enforcement agent in the country is very serious. No.
Yeah, and this is not the first time that the president has tweeted his displeasure with his attorney general. I wish he would leave. I think he was a good senator, and I think he's a decent human being, but he can't do the job. He's not up to it. He's there in name only. He's just occupying the seat, and they need to get into the process of nominating somebody else so they can go through that process and have a real attorney general for once.
Well, of course, what started the whole lack of confidence on the president's part in Sessions was the recusal and the starting up of the special counsel on the Russian investigation. There's this new sort of line being spun now in the media that unless you're sophisticated, you don't really believe that there was a spy in the FBI that was planted in the Trump campaign. Most people who know better don't call it a spy. It was an informant, and this is regular procedure. Sort of the Jim Clapper line that in fact the informant was put in the Trump campaign to help the Trump campaign, not to spy on the Trump campaign. Where do you fit in this new scenario?
Well, this is an important distinction. Everything that we've said, that's been said, is that it was not a criminal investigation. That would be treated differently. At a counterintelligence operation, that would be different. And what seems to be a break from protocol is that the FBI, the Department of Justice, did not inform then candidate Trump, President-elect Trump, and President Trump. Each one of these steps, they should have informed Donald Trump that this was happening because it was not a criminal probe. And that is a huge difference in how operationally the Department of Justice treats these things.
And frankly, I'm not sure that I buy the fact that all of these FBI officials who were vehemently anti-Donald Trump, I mean, people like Peter Strzok, Bruce Orr at the Department of Justice, Andy McCabe, who lost his job because he wasn't frank, and then of course Fusion GPS, which kind of worked like a subcontractor, which was hired by the Hillary campaign. I can't believe that they would be put in the Trump campaign to help Donald Trump.
Well, again, our government, when you're the nominee for president, we help you. We give you Secret Service protection. We give you CIA briefings. And if there was a counterintelligence operation and concern that Russians or anybody else was trying to infiltrate the campaign, they should be telling the president that. But they didn't seem to do that. And that's why it becomes highly suspicious, and we need more information.
And we need more information. That's the bottom line. The Wall Street Journal had an editorial. It seems like it was months ago. It was just a week ago. It was titled "The Informant Who Wasn't Spying," and they were being sarcastic about that because they did think it was a spy in the Trump campaign. They said the public deserves to know who tasked the informant to seek out Trump campaign officials, what his orders were, what the justification was for doing so, and who was aware of it. Was the knowledge limited to the FBI, or did it run into the Obama White House? I would think those are questions that the American public has a right to know.
And where is the national media's curiosity? They just seem to give these people a pass. They used to be so anti and so concerned about the Department of Justice and the FBI and snooping, but then if it's on Donald Trump, hey, well, they're okay with it. So the duplicity there on the Democrat side and on the national media is really quite sickening. But these are legitimate questions, and their timelines, by the way, they don't match up at all. So somebody needs to answer a whole lot of questions.
Jason Chaffetz, good to see you, Jason. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.